Welcome back to the channel, Rarest Coins everyone. Today, we're going to talk about a coin that might just be sitting in your collection or even your pocket change right now, the 1993D Lincoln penny. While it might seem like just another penny, there's something very special about the rare variety of the 1993D penny that could make it worth an astonishing $1.2 million. So, if you're a coin collector, or even just someone who has a handful of old pennies lying around, keep watching, because this video could be your ticket to discovering a hidden treasure. Let's dive into the history, the details, and the value of the 1993D Lincoln penny and why it's such an important coin in the numismatic world. The history of the 1993D Lincoln penny. Before we get into the specifics of what makes the 1993D Lincoln penny so valuable, let's take a quick look at its history. The Lincoln penny, first minted in 1909, has been in circulation for over a century. The coin has gone through a number of design changes, but the most well-known version of the penny, the Lincoln Memorial design, was introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. By the time 1993 rolled around, the Lincoln Memorial design had been in use for over 3 decades, and the penny was still being produced using copper-plated zinc. The 1993D penny was minted at the Denver Mint, and it carries the D Mint mark, which signifies that it was produced there. In terms of design, it was essentially the same as the other pennies being produced at that time, with Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, back. However, it's not the regular 1993D penny that has captured the attention of collectors. It's the very rare and highly sought-after error variety that has made the 1993D penny so valuable. Let's take a closer look at this error and how it can turn an ordinary penny into a small fortune. The 1993D close AM error. So, what makes the 1993D Lincoln penny so special and worth so much money? It all comes down to a specific minting error called the close AM variety. This error occurred when the U.S. Mint used the wrong die for striking the reverse design on some 1993D pennies, resulting in a unique feature that collectors look for when identifying these rare coins. The error involves the spacing between the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse side of the penny. Normally, the 1993D penny, like most other Lincoln Memorial pennies minted from 1992 onward, has noticeable gaps between the A and the M in America. However, a small number of 1993D pennies were struck with the close AM error, where the A and M are much closer together than usual. Now, you might wonder how such a small detail could make a penny worth so much. The answer lies in rarity. Most 1993D pennies have the normal wide AM spacing, so finding a coin with the close AM variety is incredibly rare. And because the U.S. Mint didn't intentionally produce these coins as an error, only a handful of 1993D close AM pennies were made, making them highly sought after by collectors. How to identify a 1993D close AM penny. If you think you might have a 1993D Lincoln penny that could be worth a lot of money, here's how you can identify the close AM variety. 1. Examine the reverse of the coin. To check for the close AM error, you need to focus on the reverse of the penny, where the word America appears. Look at the spacing between the A and the M. On a normal 1993D penny, the letters should be spaced apart, while on the close AM variety, the A and M will be much closer together, almost touching. 2. Compare to other pennies. It can be helpful to compare your coin to a regular 1993D penny to see the difference in the spacing. If the letters A and M are noticeably closer on your coin, you may have found a rare close AM error. 3. Check the coin's condition. As with any rare coin, the condition of the penny will affect its value. A coin that's in pristine condition, graded as MS65 or higher, will fetch significantly more than one that's heavily worn or damaged. If you find a 1993D close AM penny, it's a good idea to get it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. These services will give your coin a grade based on its condition, which will help determine its market value. Why is the 1993D close AM penny worth so much, you might be asking? Why is the 1993D close AM penny worth such a huge amount of money? The answer comes down to rarity and demand. The minting error that causes the close AM variety is incredibly rare, and there are only a few known examples of those coins in existence. This makes the 1993D close AM penny highly coveted by collectors, particularly those who specialize in error coins. As with any rare coin, the value is driven by how much collectors are willing to pay for it. Because of the rarity of the 1993D close AM penny, some of the best preserved examples have been sold at auction for astronomical amounts. In fact, some specimens have sold for as much as $1.2 million, particularly those with a high grade and clear, noticeable close spacing between the A and M. Even coins in lower grades can still be worth significant money, ranging from a few $1,000s to tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the condition and clarity of the error. Where can you find a 1993D close AM penny? Now that you know what to look for, you might be wondering where to find a 1993D close AM penny. While it's certainly not easy to come across one of these rare error coins in circulation, it's still possible. You could try looking through rolls of pennies from 1993, though the chances of finding a close AM penny are extremely slim. It's important to remember that most 1993D pennies have the standard wide AM variety, so the close AM variety is a rare find. You can also check online marketplaces, coin auctions, and local coin dealers who specialize in rare and error coins. If you're willing to pay a premium, you may be able to purchase a 1993D close AM penny through these channels. However, make sure to purchase from reputable sellers and verify the coin's authenticity before making a purchase. Conclusion. To wrap up, the 1993D Lincoln penny is a fascinating example of how a simple minting error can create a coin worth a small fortune. The 1993D close AM penny is an incredibly rare find, and if you happen to have one in your collection, you could be holding onto a coin worth as much as $1.2 million. Whether you're an experienced collector or just getting started, the 1993D close AM penny is a great example of how valuable and exciting the world of coin collecting can be. If you've enjoyed this video and learned something new about the 1993D Lincoln penny, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more great content, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on valuable coin-related information. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most intriguing and valuable coins from the late 20th century, the 1979 Lincoln penny. If you've ever wondered about the worth of this seemingly ordinary coin or whether it could be worth a fortune, stick around because this penny might just be hiding a massive surprise. Believe it or not, some 1979 Lincoln pennies have sold for over $1.3 million. So, let's explore the history, the unique features, and the factors that make the 1979 Lincoln penny a collector's dream. The history of the 1979 Lincoln penny. First, let's take a step back and talk about the history of the 1979 Lincoln penny. This penny is part of the ongoing series of Lincoln Memorial pennies, which were minted in honor of President Abraham Lincoln. The Lincoln penny debuted in 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner, and over the years, it has undergone several design changes. However, the 1979 Lincoln penny is notable because it came at a time when the U.S. Mint was facing a transition in its coinage designs. By 1979, The design of the reverse side of the penny had been the Lincoln Memorial for 2 decades. The coin was made from 95% copper and 5% zinc and had a diameter of 19 millimeters and a weight of 3.11 grams. The obverse of the coin featured Abraham Lincoln's image, which has remained unchanged since its introduction. But what makes the 1979 Lincoln penny so special? Well, the value of this penny doesn't lie in its design or its history as a part of the Lincoln Memorial series. Instead, it's because of a rare and sought-after error that occurred during the minting process. This is where things start to get interesting. The 1979 double-die penny error. The key to understanding the massive value of the 1979 Lincoln penny lies in a specific minting error called the double-die error. Double dies are one of the most famous types of coin errors in numismatics, and they occur when a coin is struck multiple times, causing the image on the coin to appear doubled. In the case of the 1979 Lincoln penny, there was a particular variety of double die that became famous among collectors. The 1979 double die obverse penny. This error caused some of the pennies produced that year to have a doubled image, most notably in the word Liberty and the date 1979. The doubling was caused by the die being misaligned during the minting process, and the result was a dramatic and noticeable doubling effect on the coin's features. This double die error was not common in every 1979 penny, which is why finding one of these rare error coins is so exciting for collectors and investors. While most 1979 pennies were minted correctly without any issues, the few that experienced the double die error are worth far more than their face value. How to identify a valuable 1979 double die penny. Now, you might be wondering how to identify a 1979 double die penny and how to tell if you have one in your collection. Here are a few key features to look for. 1. Check the date. The most obvious sign of a 1979 double die error is in the date. Look closely at the digits in 1979. In many of the double die specimens, the numbers will appear doubled. The doubling is most noticeable at the base of the 1 and 9. But it can also show up in the other digits as well. This is a key indicator that your coin may be a valuable double die. Examine the word Liberty. Another important place to check is the word Liberty on the obverse of the coin. The doubling effect is often most visible in the letters L and I, but it can also be seen in the rest of the letters. If you spot a clear and distinct doubling in the word Liberty, you may have a 1979 double die penny on your hands. Look for other double details. In addition to the date and Liberty, keep an eye out for other details on the coin, such as the motto "In God We Trust" and the edge of Lincoln's bust. While these areas are not as commonly doubled as the date and Liberty, some specimens do show signs of doubling in these areas as well. Mint mark. One of the key things to note about the 1979 penny is that it was minted as the Philadelphia Mint, which means that the majority of those coins do not have a mint mark. However, there were also some 1979 pennies minted as the Denver Mint. So, if you find a 1979 penny with a D mint mark and it exhibits the double die error, it could be a particularly rare and valuable find. What makes the 1979 double die penny so valuable? So, what exactly makes these 1979 double die pennies worth so much money? The answer lies in their rarity, historical significance, and collector demand. While millions of 1979 Lincoln pennies were minted, only a small number of these coins were struck with the double die error. This makes them incredibly rare, and as with any rare item, demand drives up the price. Collectors who specialize in error coins are always on the lookout for coins like the 1979 double die penny. Because there are only a limited number of these error coins in existence, the price for well-preserved examples can skyrocket. Some of the highest graded specimens, especially those in mint condition or those with particularly clear and dramatic doubling, have sold for as much as $1.3 million. Even less pristine specimens that exhibit clear doubling can still be worth thousands of dollars, depending on their condition. Coins with visible doubling but that are in lower grades might fetch anywhere from a few hundred to a few $1,000s, which is still a significant increase from their original face value of just 1 cent. Where to find and buy 1979 double-die pennies. If you're hoping to find a 1979 double-die penny, your best bet is to start by carefully going through your pocket change, though the odds are low. However, given the rarity of these coins, they do pop up from time to time in auctions, online marketplaces, and even at local coin shops. If you're serious about adding a 1979 double-die penny to your collection, you may also consider purchasing one from a reputable seller or auction house, especially if you're looking for a high-grade coin that's been professionally certified and graded. When buying or selling these coins, always ensure that the coin has been authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. This helps verify the coin's authenticity and grade, which is critical in determining its value. Conclusion: to sum it up, the 1979 Lincoln penny, especially the double-die error variety, is one of the most fascinating and valuable coins out there. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual enthusiast, stumbling upon a 1979 double-die penny could turn out to be one of the best finds in your coin collecting journey. With values reaching up to $1.3 million for the rarest and best preserved specimens, the 1979 double-die penny truly proves that sometimes, even the most unassuming coins can be worth a fortune. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the 1979 Lincoln penny and want to learn more about rare coins, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on exciting new content. Who knows, maybe you'll find a rare coin of your own and become a millionaire. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Outro music. Welcome back to the channel. Rarest coins. Today, we're going to dive into one of the most intriguing and valuable coins in the world of numismatics, the 1976 Lincoln penny. At first glance, this penny might seem like just another coin from the past, but trust me, it's much more than that. There's a rare variety of the 1976 penny that has been known to fetch an incredible amount of money, with some even selling for as much as $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly ordinary penny could be worth a small fortune. In this video, we'll explore the history behind the 1976 Lincoln penny, the unique error that makes it so valuable, and how you can spot this rare treasure. Let's get started. The history of the 1976 Lincoln penny. Before we get into the details of what makes the 1976 Lincoln penny so valuable, let's first talk about the coin's history. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909. And it's one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. The design of the penny has gone through various changes over the years, but by 1976, the Lincoln Memorial design had been in use for 17 years. The 1976 penny, like its predecessors, was struck with Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, back. This design, created by Frank Gasparo, was used on the penny from 1959 until 2008, when it was replaced by the Union Shield design. In 1976, the U.S. Mint was celebrating the 200th anniversary of American independence, and the coin was part of the normal annual coinage production. The 1976 penny, made of copper-plated ink, had a diameter of 19 millimeters and weighed 2.5 grams. The minting process was standard, and millions of pennies were produced that year, with the D Mint mark indicating it was minted as the Denver Mint. So far, everything seems typical for a regular penny, but what sets the 1976 penny apart from the rest is a rare error that makes it a collector's dream. The 1976 Lincoln penny double-die error. The key to the value of the 1976 Lincoln penny lies in a specific error that occurred during the minting process, the double-die error. Double-die errors are one of the most famous types of errors in the coin collecting world. They happen when a coin die is misaligned during the minting process, causing the image to be struck multiple times. This results in the appearance of a doubled image, with certain features of the coin being duplicated or appearing blurry. For the 1976 penny, The double die error affected the obverse of the coin, particularly in the word liberty and the date 1976. In some examples of the 1976 penny, you can see that the letters in liberty are doubled, and the digits of the year 1976 also show signs of doubling. The doubling effect can be seen most clearly in the L and I of liberty and the sevens in 1976, making it one of the most desirable varieties for collectors. This error is incredibly rare, and only a small number of 1976 pennies were struck with this double die. Given that millions of pennies were minted in 1976, the number of coins with this particular error is very limited. This makes the 1976 double die penny extremely valuable, especially when found in excellent condition. Why is the 1976 Lincoln penny worth so much? Now that we know about the double die error, you might be wondering why the 1976 Lincoln penny is worth so much money. The answer lies in rarity, condition, and demand. The double die error on the 1976 penny is not something that occurs often, so the number of these error coins in existence is very small. Rarity is a huge factor in determining the value of any coin, and because so few 1976 double die pennies were minted, they are considered a rare find among collectors. In addition to rarity, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in its value. As with any rare coin, the higher the grade, the more valuable it becomes. A coin that is well preserved, with minimal wear and tear, will fetch a much higher price than one that is heavily worn. When it comes to error coins, those with the clearest doubling and the best preservation are the most desirable. Some of the highest graded 1976 double die pennies have sold for up to $1.5 million. These coins are typically in gem quality, meaning they are virtually flawless, and the doubling effect is clearly visible to the naked eye. Even lower grade examples, though they don't fetch millions, can still be worth thousands of dollars depending on the visibility of the error and the overall condition of the coin. How to identify a 1976 double die Lincoln penny? If you're wondering how to identify a 1976 Lincoln penny with the double die error, here are a few tips to help you out. 1. Examine the date. The first place to check is the date 1976. In a normal 1976 penny, the digits of the year will appear sharp and clear. However, in a double die error coin, the digits will appear doubled. The most noticeable doubling is usually found in the sevens of the date, where the numbers will appear offset or blurry. 2. Look at the word liberty. Another key area to check is the word liberty on the obverse of the coin. In double die error coins, the letters L and I will often show noticeable doubling. The doubling can also extend to other letters in the word, making it more apparent when you examine the coin closely. 3. Check the coin's condition. The condition of the coin is crucial in determining its value. A high-quality coin with minimal wear and clear doubling will be worth much more than a worn or heavily circulated coin. Coins that are graded MS65 or higher are typically the most valuable and will command a higher price in the market. 4. Mint mark. The 1976 double die penny was minted as the Denver Mint, so you should find a D mint mark just below the word liberty on the reverse. The mint mark helps confirm the coin's authenticity, as only pennies from the Denver Mint could have the specific double die error. Where can you find a 1976 double die Lincoln penny? Now that you know what to look for, you might be wondering where to find a 1976 double die penny. Since this error is relatively rare, you're not likely to find one just by searching through your pocket change. However, it's not impossible. You could try looking through rolls of pennies from 1976, though the chances of finding a double die penny are slim. If you want to increase your odds of finding one, you can also try online auctions, coin dealers, or coin shops that specialize in rare and error coins. Many of these dealers have access to error coins, including the 1976 double die penny, and may even have some available for purchase. Just be sure to buy from reputable sources and verify the authenticity of the coin through professional certification services. Conclusion: To wrap up, the 1976D Lincoln penny, particularly the double-die error variety, is a fascinating and highly valuable coin that any serious collector should keep an eye out for. Due to its rarity, clear doubling, and the demand from collectors, some of these coins have been known to sell for as much as $1.5 million, making it one of the most valuable pennies in the world. If you happen to find one in your collection or while searching through old pennies, you could be holding a rare treasure. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new about the 1976D Lincoln penny, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more great content, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future coin-related videos. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Outro music. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in the world, the 1995D Lincoln penny. It's a coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, not just because of its unique history but because of its massive potential worth, with some of these pennies fetching as much as $1.2 million. Let's take a closer look at the 1995D Lincoln penny, explore its history, and uncover why it could be worth more than your average coin. What is the 1995D Lincoln penny? First, let's start with the basics. The 1995D Lincoln penny was produced by the U.S. Mint at the Denver Mint, and it's part of the long-running series of Lincoln pennies that started in 1909. The 1995D penny features the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has been used on the obverse of the coin since its debut. On the reverse side of the coin, we see the classic design of the Lincoln Memorial, which was used from 1959 to 2008. The coin was made of copper-plated zinc and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, with a weight of 2.5 grams. The mystery behind the 1995D Lincoln penny. Now, what makes the 1995D penny so special? To understand its incredible value, we need to delve into a particular error that occurred during its production. This error is known as the 1995 double-die obverse (DDO) variety. The term double-die refers to a type of minting error in which the design is unintentionally struck more than once, resulting in a blurry or doubled image on the coin. In the case of the 1995D Lincoln penny, the doubling is most noticeable in the word liberty and in the date 1995. The doubling can sometimes be subtle, but in certain examples, it's incredibly prominent, which makes the coin highly sought after by collectors. The value of the 1995D Lincoln penny. So, why is this error coin worth so much? Well, it's all about rarity and demand. The 1995D double-die obverse penny is extremely rare, and only a small number of these coins were released into circulation. While most of the 1995D pennies were produced without any errors, a handful of these coins with the doubling have been found, and they are incredibly valuable. In fact, some of the most well-known 1995D double-die pennies have been sold as auction for astronomical prices. Some of the highest-grade specimens have fetched prices as high as $1.2 million, but even lower-grade examples can still be worth several $1,000s. A coin with a noticeable double-die on the date or lettering can easily sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on its condition. How to identify a 1995D double-die obverse penny. If you're wondering how to spot one of these rare coins, here are a few tips to help you identify a 1995D double-die obverse penny. 1. Look at the date. The most obvious sign of a double die is the date 1995. The numbers will appear slightly doubled or blurry. The doubling is often most noticeable on the bottom of the 9 and 5, and in some cases, you can even see the doubling in the top portions of the digits. Check the word liberty. The word liberty will often show a noticeable doubling. Pay close attention to the letters, especially the L, I, and B, as they can display clear signs of the error. Inspect the mint mark. Although the Denver Mint Mark D doesn't typically show doubling in this variety, it's always a good idea to examine it carefully. Condition matters, as with any coin. The better the condition, the more valuable it is. Coins that are graded in excellent condition, such as MS65 or higher, will be worth significantly more than those in poor condition. How much is your 1995D Lincoln penny worth? If you think you might have a 1995D double die obverse penny, it's worth getting it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. These services will give your coin a grade based on its condition, which will help determine its market value. To give you a rough idea of prices, a coin in good condition with noticeable doubling could fetch anywhere from $200 to $1,000 or more. However, if your coin is in pristine condition, such as MS65 or higher, it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Some of the best preserved examples have sold for up to $1.2 million, but those are incredibly rare and usually have significant historical or collector value. Where can you find a 1995D Lincoln penny? Now, you might be wondering where you can find one of these elusive coins. While the 1995D double die obverse penny is rare, it's not impossible to come across one in your pocket change. As we mentioned earlier, only a small number of these coins were struck with the error, but since the 1995D penny was widely circulated, it's still possible to find one. You can also check with local coin shops, online coin marketplaces, and auction houses where rare coins are bought and sold. But remember, because of the rarity of the 1995D double die obverse penny, you might need to pay a premium if you're looking to buy one. Conclusion: to wrap up, the 1995D Lincoln penny is a fascinating example of how small minting errors can create coins worth a fortune. Whether you're a casual collector or a seasoned numismatist, discovering a 1995D double die obverse penny could be a game-changer for your collection. With values reaching over $1.2 million for the rarest specimens, it's clear that these coins hold a place of significant worth in the world of numismatics. If you've enjoyed this video and learned something new about the 1995D Lincoln penny, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more coin collecting tips, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on valuable content like this. And if you think you might have a 1995D penny in your collection, go ahead and check it out. Who knows, you might be holding onto a small fortune. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Outro music. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into one of the most interesting and valuable pennies from the 1970s to the 1977 Lincoln penny. While it might seem like just another penny from your pocket change, there's a rare variety of this coin that can be worth an incredible amount of money. In fact, some 1977 Lincoln pennies have sold for as much as $1.4 million. That's right, this seemingly ordinary penny could make you a small fortune. In this video, we'll explore the history, the error that makes the 1977 penny so valuable, and why it could be worth much more than its face value. So, let's get started. The history of the 1977 Lincoln penny. Before we dive into the specifics of what makes the 1977 Lincoln penny so rare, let's take a moment to talk about the coin's history. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909. And it's one of the most iconic coins in American numismatics. The 1977 penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which was introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This design features a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, front, side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, back, which was used until 2008 when it was replaced by the Union Shield design. By the time the 1977 penny was minted, the coin had been made from a copper-plated zinc composition. The coin had a diameter of 19 millimeters and weighed 2.5 grams. The obverse still showed Lincoln's profile, as designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse depicted the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. At first glance, The 1977 penny seems like an ordinary coin and nothing too special about it, but what makes the 1977 Lincoln penny so significant and valuable to collectors is the existence of a rarer variety that occurred during its production. The 1977 Lincoln penny double die error. The key to understanding the value of the 1977 Lincoln penny is an error that happened during the minting process. This error is known as the double die variety. Double die errors are among the most sought after in the world of coin collecting, and they occur when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, causing the design to be stamped multiple times. This results in a doubling effect, where the image on the coin appears blurry or duplicated. For the 1977 penny, the error occurred specifically with the 1977 variety. This version was minted at the Denver Mint and features a striking double die error on the obverse of the coin. The doubling is most noticeable in the word Liberty and in the date 1977. In some cases, the doubling is so dramatic that it's clearly visible to the naked eye, making it an easily recognizable error. The doubling in the letters of Liberty and the digits of 1977 are especially pronounced in high-quality specimens, and that's what makes this coin so highly prized by collectors. The 1977 double die error is rare, and not every 1977 penny has this flaw. In fact, only a small number of these error coins were produced, which makes finding one a real treasure. Now, let's talk about why this error is so valuable. Why is the 1977 Lincoln penny worth so much? So, why is a 1977 double die penny worth so much money? The answer lies in rarity and demand. The error on the 1977 penny is relatively rare, and most of the pennies from that year were struck correctly. The coins with the double die error are in very limited supply, and that rarity makes them extremely valuable to collectors, especially those who specialize in error coins. In addition to rarity, the condition of the coin is a major factor in its value. Like all rare coins, the better the condition of the coin, the more valuable it is. Coins that are well preserved and graded highly can fetch a much higher price than those that are worn or damaged. In fact, some of the highest grade examples of the 1977 double die penny have been sold for as much as $1.4 million. Even coins that are in lower grades, but still exhibit clear doubling in the design, can be worth thousands of dollars. The value of the coin also depends on the prominence of the doubling. If the error is obvious and clear, the coin's price will be higher. Coins that show only faint doubling or are in poorer condition will be worth less, but still far more than their face value. How to identify the 1977 double die Lincoln penny? If you're wondering how to spot a 1977 Lincoln penny with the double die error, here are a few tips to help you identify it. 1. Look at the date. One of the most obvious signs of a double die error is the date 1977. Look closely at the digits of the year. In a genuine double die coin, the numbers will appear doubled, with the top or bottom portions of the digits being blurry or offset. Pay close attention to the sevens in particular, as they tend to show the most pronounced doubling. 2. Check the word Liberty. Another key area to check is the word Liberty on the obverse. The letters in Liberty, particularly the L and I, will show noticeable doubling. The doubling can be subtle, but if the letters appear to be stacked or blurred, that's a good indicator that you may have a double die coin. 3. Examine the coin's condition. As with any rare coin, the condition is essential in determining the value. A well-preserved coin, graded MS65 or higher, will command a much higher price. Coins that show clear doubling in high-grade condition are more likely to reach the $1.4 million range, while lower-grade examples can still fetch significant sums. 4. Mint mark. The 1977 double die penny was minted in Denver, so you should see a D mint mark just below the word Liberty. Be sure to check this mint mark, as some other pennies may look similar but won't have the same double die error. Where can you find a 1977 double die penny? Now that you know what to look for, You might be wondering where you can find a 1977D double die penny. Since these coins were minted in 1977 and have been in circulation for decades, the chances of finding one in your pocket change are slim. However, it's not impossible. If you want to increase your chances, you can check through rolls of pennies from the 1970s, as sometimes collectors come across error coins by going through old coin rolls. You can also try searching online marketplaces, coin auctions, and dealers who specialize in rare or error coins. If you're serious about acquiring a 1977D double die penny, consider purchasing one from a reputable seller or auction house. When buying rare coins, always make sure they are authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service such as PCGS or NGC. In conclusion, the 1977D Lincoln penny, particularly the double die error variety, is one of the most exciting and valuable coins in the world of numismatics. Thanks to its rarity, the dramatic doubling error, and the demand from collectors, this penny can be worth as much as $1.4 million for the finest examples. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, the 1977D double die penny is a coin worth keeping an eye out for. If you've learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more great content, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video. Who knows, maybe you'll find your own treasure in your pocket change. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Outro music.